So I have some new movies here to show you, so let's get into them. I also have a Funko Pop here to show you, which I already took out of box, so I guess I'll just show you. It's the Batman from the new Batman movie in his Batmobile. This is really cool because I went into Target because I was actually I see this in a lot of videos, but I went to go grab a pizza and they weren't open yet. And I was driving nearby the Target, so I went in there just to kill some time, and I saw this on the shelf with a clearance sticker for $9. Now, if you know anything about these pop rides, deluxe pops, they go from anywhere for 20 to 25 to 30 bucks. So to have this for $9 was really cool. I've actually been meaning to grab this, and I was actually going to grab it a long time ago. I just didn't have the money, and then seeing it on clearance, I was like, heck yeah! And I've had a very DC themed week. I watched The Dark Knight this morning because I've been watching the Nolan trilogy through again since I bought that 4K set. I watched the new animated Green Lantern movie and reviewed it on the channel. I saw DC Super Pets yesterday. I watched the first 3 episodes of Harley Quinn season 3. I've been paying attention to Comic Con news and still discussing it with other people. It's been a very DC week, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, so to get this for $9, and at work, I've been going into work with my Batman T-shirt, and I went in there into work, wore my Batman T-shirt, and brought some of my collectibles display because we're allowed to do that for the Super Pets movie, which is really neat. So I grabbed that for $9 on clearance. So and then I went into my Dollar Tree, but I guess before we get into that stuff, I will show you my pre-order that came in very, very late, and that is Sequest, the complete series. So a lot of people are getting this in. Mine took forever for whatever reason. I've never seen the show, but executive producer Steven Spielberg. It's got this guy here plays, I forget the actor's name, Chief Brody from Jaws, and it's got all that, and I've heard it's very next generation-esque kind of science fiction, and I'm all into that kind of stuff. So for $50 I pre-ordered this set, and that's actually a good deal too, because a lot of Mill Creek Blu-ray sets are actually way pricier than that, and then maybe they'll go on a sale, but some of them don't even go on that many sales. There's a reason I don't own Charlie's Angels, Magnum PI, or any of those other sets that they put out. Just kind of, but you got season 1, disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, kind of some differentiating of the artworks for the seasons. But yeah, it's got all 3 seasons on, I believe, 10 disc. I'm assuming it's 10 disc on, and it's all 57 episodes. Very neat box set. Maybe I'll start watching this soon. I just finished Game of Thrones. I'm gonna start watching Daredevil again and all those shows because I want to get into those shows while She-Hulk is airing, because Daredevil's going to be in She-Hulk, and I want to review those for the channel because I reviewed all the Marvel movies. So kind of go back to like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and some other shows and do that would be fun to do. And then I went to the Dollar Tree. And full disclosure, guys, Dollar Tree is dead for me. And what I mean by that is just, I'm usually the first one to go into Dollar Tree and find stuff. Not really, but my stuff, when everybody else starts saying they see stuff showing up, I'm like, yeah, I've seen it too, and I'll go out and get it. It's been dead this month. I mean, people have been saying all month. They've been posting videos all month about stuff they've been finding. And I bought 4 titles. And, I'm happy with all 4 of these titles. I'm definitely planning to watch these, but, 4 titles, even for something I've been hearing all month long, go to your Dollar Trees. The Blu-rays and DVDs are showing up, and I've seen some really awesome finds that people are finding, and I found some okay ones. One of these being really, well, all these being really cool, but it was just disappointing. So I guess we'll get into the DVD first, because I'm sure you guys are least interested in that, but I thought this was really cool. This is Ray Charles live in France, 1961, filmed at the Antibes Jazz Film Festival, July 18th till the 22nd, 1961, and that's just really cool. And look inside this. Okay, you open this up. you get this awesome booklet here. Lots of footages, read-ups, you know, other musicians you played with. And then you get this inside artwork. I mean, look at that. And then you get, it's all on one DVD, but still, this is awesome for $1. Heck yeah, and I'm going to watch this and check this out. That seems really cool. So that was a really neat find. I try not to pick up too many DVDs just because I'm not a DVD guy. I haven't watched all my DVDs that I buy, but I'm actually going to change that pretty soon, but I just haven't done that yet. But yeah, I grabbed some Blu-rays though, so let's get into that. Let's start with the one I'm least interested in. This has Charlize Theron in it. It's directed by Jason Reitman. Now, if you don't know who Jason Reitman is, you probably have heard the name Ivan Reitman. If you haven't, well, clearly you're not a fan of Ghostbusters, because that's the guy who directed those movies, created the whole franchise, right? His son went on to direct Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now, rest in peace, Ivan Reitman, because he's dead now. But yeah, it was very sad. But, you know, so this is a movie directed by him. I have another movie directed by him I have not watched yet called Juno. I need to watch that soon. So when I watch that, I'll watch this one probably soon after that. And yeah, I mean, it's got Charlize Theron in it, who's a pretty good actress. It's got and it's like a Paramount Blu-ray, so this isn't some random studio. And that's one thing I've tried to do with Dollar Trees too, is I just don't pick up the random titles anymore. What I mean by that is it's got to have at least one big name that has me interested in. I have to know it's from a major studio, and if not from a major studio, it has to be like really high end, something special. So I grabbed this for $1 because this is a Paramount Blu-ray from a director that sounds really good, and it's got a cast to it. Cast member that's, you know, I mean, who knows? I do not know, but I picked this up for, it's got Academy Award writer Diablo Kobe. I hope I'm pronouncing that name down there on the bottom right. But yeah, young adult. Don't know anything about it besides the cast and the director and the writer, and I don't really know much about the writer, but I know a few things about the director. So yeah, that was an interesting find. I also grabbed The Boy. This got a sequel last year, and I've never seen this movie in it, so I didn't watch the sequel when it came out. I've heard it's okay. I don't expect great things, but a Universal horror movie, The Boy, I've heard pretty decent things. I've heard kind of mixed things, but I do like horror movies, and for $1, it had its digital in it, and the digital worked. I thought it was a good pickup for $1. And then this one I was actually really excited about, because I've actually heard great things about this movie from people who've seen it. Game Night. I've heard this is a really fun comedy. It's got Jason Bateman in it, Rachel McAdams. I don't know why. I've never seen this movie, okay? So I never saw it up close in hand. I always thought that was Ben Stiller on the cover. And I love Ben Stiller, so I don't know why for so long I thought it was Ben Stiller. Because if it was Ben Stiller, I would have seen this movie by now, to be honest. But yeah, looks like a fun comedy for $1.25 from Warner Brothers. And that was my Dollar Tree haul. Nothing special, to be honest, and that's just kind of where I'm at. I'm not finding the cool Dollar Tree pickups anymore that some people are finding. It doesn't mean I'm gonna stop looking. No, I'm not gonna do that, because if I see something cool, I want to grab it, and I end up in that Dollar Tree area all the time. I go to the Target a lot, and you know, right across the street is the pizza place I go to, and the Dollar Tree. So I tend to go back and forth between Target and those places. So, you know, I check in there a lot, but this is a month of me checking in there and not finding anything in the Dollar Tree. It just happens at this point that it's just a lost cause for me. Not that I won't continue looking though, but got some nice stuff. You guys can let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.